last night in Chapel Hill, Coastal Carolina, the Chanticleers took it to the Tar Heels, breaking an 11-game home winning streak for North Carolina. We have Coach Gary Gilmore joining us now on Sports Talk following that 5-4 win. Always good to win anywhere. Chapel Hill's got to be a little extra special. Coach, good evening. Welcome into Sports Talk. How are you?
Phil, I'm doing outstanding. Good to hear your voice.
You too, sir. Always great to have you with us. How are you feeling? Let me always get the update first. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. I'm good. I'm good to go. Good Lord's taking care of me, and all the challenges, at least as of today, right this moment, are completely stable, and hopefully it can keep it that way for many years.
Absolutely. The season's not wearing you down or anything.
No, not really. I mean, I throw, hour and plus batting practice about 5 times a week. I mean, none of that stuff's changed. I mean, the guys have taken some of the internal scouting reports, so they're taking some of that off and kind of allowed me to just kind of more so get handed some of that stuff instead of having to spend the hours that they spend on the computer, going through all that mess.
What about the win last night? You built a 4-0 lead. Tar Heels chip away, tie it up, and you score a game-winning run in the 9th. You hold on, you win 5-4. And they're a really good team. I saw them play South Carolina last week in Charlotte. So they're a really good team as well. That is a huge quality road win, midweek win for you guys.
Oh, 100%. They hadn't lost a home game all year this year, so we were the first one to be able to find a way to get them, and they're a classy act. They got great players. It's a great place to play, and I can't say enough about our kids. We desperately needed a huge midweek win. With the upcoming schedule we have is very daunting, with Lafayette in this weekend, and I think they've won 20 out of 21, and then we jump on a plane and return a trip and go back to Creighton, and I think they got 29 or 30 wins, and then you turn around and come back, and we got Troy, who is right there fighting for the top spot in our league too. So I think we have like 9 straight games of RPIs in anywhere from like the top 2 or 3 in the country to like 42 or 44 is about where everything's at. So it's just a great opportunity for us. If we can play well and have some success, heck, it'll definitely help us kind of solidify our resume, hopefully, that can get us in the playoffs. Oh
yeah, well, you're 16 in the RPI after last night, so you're in great shape there, and projections definitely have you in. I think the ones I've seen have you playing either in Columbia or Clemson in the regionals. I know you always enjoy that, don't you? Don't you enjoy going there for regional play?
Yeah. It's so nice when they take and make you play the teams in your own state that, eliminate multiple opportunities for a state, for schools to go to places. So, but it is whatever it is. At the end of the day, I just want to get in one more time and see if we can, get hot enough to, cause some problems.
Yeah, absolutely. Overall, at this stage of the season, crossing the halfway point, starting to turn towards the end of the regular season, how do you like where your team is health-wise, performance-wise overall?
Well, we've had the misfortune of having 7 of our scholarship pitchers not pitch this year, so we fought that. I'm hoping we had 2 of them throw the other day that have been we thought they were done for the year, and they chose rehab over surgery, hoping to be able to play this year. It's a draft year and all that stuff. So, we'll see. One of them, Lynch kid went a couple innings the other day. Velocity was good. I thought his stuff was good, and he, just came out of it not being overly sore, which is great. And one of our best guys from last year, Darren Horn, who pitched very well in the Cape last summer, he threw 1 inning, and I thought he was pretty good, and he's going to throw another couple, I think, tomorrow. So hopefully midweek next week against Creighton we can get those guys back out there and God willing, see if they can stay healthy and perform. That would be a massive shot in the arm for us.
Mm-hmm.
Coastal Carolina head baseball coach Gary Gilmore with us here tonight on Sports Talk. Chanticleer is getting set to host Louisiana this weekend in a big-time Sun Belt Conference series in Conway. And, Coach, you talked about the pitching staff and all the injuries you've had to deal with. Are you comfortable enough, though, and I've told anybody who would listen, your offense can carry you through a lot of games, and it has thus far this season, though you got enough pitching last night to beat North Carolina. But are you comfortable enough with the way you've stockpiled that offense, batting over 300 as a team, and you're on pace to hit about 100 home runs, that you can win games 10-9, 12-10 if necessary?
Oh, yeah. I mean, but, it's, as you know, Chris, it's tough. I don't care how good your offense is, man. When the pitching's really good, I mean, it's like Lafayette. I mean, they just don't give up any runs, And so, it's that part's going to be a challenge. I mean, they've been winning a ton of games in our league, 2-0, 3-1, 1-0. I mean, so I mean that's just unheard of in college baseball anymore. So, we're we got our hands full and this weekend, and again, our offense, we need to kind of tick back up again. It's been good. It was historically good for about 20 games, and we've gone through the Norvo-virus, we've gone through injuries, we've gone through a lot over the last month, and I feel like we're starting to come out on the other end of it, and hopefully we can show up this weekend and do some things and help ourselves out there, and like I said, just, we got to get used to basically playing playoff caliber baseball the rest of the way out. We don't have one single easy game. I mean, there's not a single opponent we play the rest of the year that's over 90 in the RPI, and so, to go 20 more games like that, I mean, damn, you got to show up every day, man. You got to be really good. And so, but it's a great opportunity too. I mean, it's I've always believed, some conferences are just, it's all of that's so built into it or whatever. I mean, our league, I think, if what they told me yesterday, one of the announcers told me our conference was the number 4 conference in the RPI, at this point, whatever. So, I mean, our league's really good, and I mean, there's just so many good teams. Everybody can beat everybody. So you got to play really, really well.
To illustrate that, Coach, can you remember a time, whether it was Big South or now that you've been in the Sun Belt for a while, that you were involved in a 5-way tie for anything? Right now you're sitting in a 5-way tie for second right behind Louisiana.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's no doubt. No, it's and I mean, for us, I think 3 or 4 of those teams are the teams we play right after Louisiana. So, at least 3 of them I know for sure are. I don't. Marshall's not in that position, but the other 3 are. And like I said, we got to go for 2 games to Creighton. We got Clemson left. We got Greensboro in the midweek left. I mean, it's a good thing though, man. I'll be honest. I don't like playing when we're supposed to win. I like playing when we got to play our behind off, and it forces us to show up and play really good. If we don't, we get beat.
Mm-hmm. How much are you looking forward to that trip to Omaha next week? Obviously, the last time you guys were there, you came back home with a national championship. How much of it is to perhaps plant a seed into your guys' mind, hey, we can do this because we've done it here before, but how much are you personally looking forward to next week's trip to face Creighton in Omaha?
Oh, I mean, it'll. I haven't been back since we won, and I'm looking forward to. I'm still looking forward to staying outside the stadium and see our name up on the wall and be able to get a couple pictures and some things to hang on to. But again, part of the reasoning, exactly what you touched on, was, I want the kids to see that, I mean, this can happen. Doesn't mean we'll win a national championship, but we definitely can find a way to get here. We just have to believe we can be good enough to do it, and we have to show up and play at a super high level caliber and just find ways to win like we did last night. Heck, that was a great game in a lot of ways, and somehow we were able to find a way to win. And at the end of the year, it's nobody asks you, how you did it. They just look and see whether you did do it or not. And, we have to take that mentality. We just have to find ways to play better than other people. There are going to be some people that challenge us with an offense similar to ours. There are going to be others that, that maybe their pitching's better. Maybe they do this better than us, that or we're going to have to figure out ways to combat all that and outplay them. And, it's no different than what we've done for 39 years. We're just same game, no different. Just at the end of the day, the team that plays the best usually wins.
You ain't fooling me, Coach. You're just looking for somebody to pay your way. You want a free trip so you can go to the Drover. You ain't fooling me.
I tell you what's crazy, Phil, is I got about close to 20 people coming to the games. It's amazing the friends I've made out in Omaha over time that just simply reached out over the years. And there's one guy that I've never actually personally met yet, but he played with the Raiders back in the day, won a Super Bowl ring. He works there in Omaha, and Coach Mowgli, our former football coach, put me in touch with him. I mean, he was instrumental in getting me through the surgery, my cancer surgery I had this fall. And I can't wait to have dinner with him. I've got some other fans and some people that I've befriended over time that I'm looking forward to. Several of them I've never met. We've just been texting and emailing and FaceTiming and all this stuff. So, I'm looking real forward to actually doing that. And, we're taking the kids back to the Children's Hospital that we had such an incredible experience there. So we're looking forward to doing a lot of those things. And on top of that, we get to play a Creighton team's having one of the best years they've had in a lot. They've always been solid, but they got it going pretty doggone good right now. And so that'll be a great challenge for us too.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, look, you guys were America's darlings for 2 weeks out there at Omaha. Last thing, we'll let you go. And I know you're all focused on the season and everything, but is it hard for you to stay totally focused and not think about the end, because the end is the end for you? Are you able not to do that?
I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's like last night. I mean, it just Scott and I were talking. I said, it was probably the last time I'll actually ever stand in this place down here. I said, in all honesty, I don't even think about it. The hardest thing is going to be, Phil and Chris, and it's going to be in probably any line of work where you've done it as long as I have, is, on whatever day that I walk out, it'll be the last day I'm in charge of that place, and from that point on, you're basically an outsider. That's going to be weird. I think that's going to be the hardest part, is when that reality of, you spent your whole adult life to a large degree, doing this thing in Conway, South Carolina, and now you're not necessarily on the outside, but you're not in a part of what you had spent your whole life doing. So that part's going to be good, tough. But I got 4 little grandsons, and I got a wife that has been incredibly loyal and supportive over the years. That there's some other things in my life I got to do. I got enough health challenges to keep me centered. That I just appreciate every day feeling good and waking up every morning, and God giving me a opportunity to make an impact. And that's the one thing I want to find in life moving forward, is how I can use that influence moving forward to continue to impact young kids. We need people that want to impact young people and help center their lives and get them in the right place. And I hope I can do a lot of that moving forward.
Well,
I've got a project for you, Coach, because I know he's working on one. You and Cliff Ellis need to collaborate on a book project.
Yeah, well, I'm scared what they would rate mine.
I'm just thinking about the amount of wins you two guys could put together pad to pen. Would be phenomenal.
Oh, no doubt. No, it's so funny, man. There's been close to 100 former players have showed up to our games so far, and I know there's a bunch more coming. Just listen to the stories. I'm like, holy cow, man. I hope y'all are embellishing these things.
Well, I got a hard time believing that you're going to be an outsider when you're going to have a key to Gary Gilmore Stadium at Coastal Carolina or whatever they're going to name the place. I mean, they're naming something, right? They're going to name something.
I have no earthly idea. I don't know. We haven't discussed anything. I'm so appreciative of the fact that not only did they give me an opportunity, but here after my cancer stuff and COVID and this and that, I mean, they've given me a chance to coach 2 or 3 years beyond what I originally had thought I wanted to do. And when we got ousted with the one thing in 2020, and then the next year we're coaching with masks on the whole time, I said, man, I don't want to go out like this. Can we, let me coach 2 or 3 more years and let me get it completely out of my system? And they were good enough to allow me to do that and keep my staff together and keep this thing moving forward. And Coastal will always be a special place in my heart. And we'll figure out what our relationship is and how I help that place continue to move forward, especially in baseball. As long as I'm alive, I want to do anything I can to help them continue to put a march back on Omaha.
We can't thank you enough. Good luck this weekend. Continued success. We'll talk to you, of course, down the road, playoff time, and deeper into the run. So enjoy a great upcoming weekend, and thanks for the time.
Thanks, Coach.
You're always welcome. You two are 2 of my favorite people. Love you boys to death, and you guys have a blessed day. And keep everybody straight and keep putting baseball in the forefront.
You got it. Where it belongs.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Guys.
Thank you, Gilly. Gary Gilmore, Coastal Carolina. What a guy. What a guy.
He's the best. He's
All right.
the absolute best.
Hit the break.